Welcome back to Hashtag That. I'm Presley Schmidt.
And I'm Zoe Matzel. From Coachella to Noah Kahan, we're back with the latest entertainment news updates.
All that and more. From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news. From Hamden to Hollywood,
We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
a former employee has filed a lawsuit against Beast Productions, the studio behind YouTube giant MrBeast, alleging widespread sexual harassment, discrimination, and retaliatory practices. The complaint filed by Lorraine Mavromatis describes a toxic workplace culture within the organization, stating that Mavromatis, quote, experienced and observed other female employees be subjected to sexual harassment that was both condoned and or perpetuated by their supervisors, end quote. The filing also alleges complaints were ignored and that Mavromatis faced retaliation after raising concerns. Beast Productions has denied these allegations, calling them categorically false, and saying that it has evidence to dispute the claims. The case adds to growing scrutiny surrounding the business operations behind one of YouTube's most prominent creators.
Jake Reiner, son of Michelle and Rob Reiner, shared an essay online last Friday on the shock of finding out about his parents' death in December of last year. The two were killed by their son Nick after many years of psychiatric problems and found dead in their home, leaving behind daughter Romy and their oldest son Jake. The 34-year-old took to Instagram on Friday to share a link to a raw personal essay posted to his Substack dealing with the loss of his parents in this tragic incident. He stated, quote, nothing can prepare for what feels like to lose both parents instantly and at the same time. They are my guiding lights, the foundation of who I am as a human being, and the most giving people I have ever known, end quote. Many fans online have reached out in support, and the case continues with Nick returning to court later this week. The family continues to grieve in private as the world remembers Rob and Michelle's legacy.
In lighter news, a viral musical retelling of The Odyssey is headed to the big screen as an animated feature with industry veteran Jerry Bruckheimer set to produce. The project, titled Epic the Musical, follows the classical Greek tale in the form of serialized albums. Beginning as a college thesis by creator Jorge Rivera Herranz, before gaining traction online, the musical series grew into a viral sensation through serialized song drops and social media engagement, building a large and active global fan base. Bruckheimer, known for high-grossing franchises like Pirates of the Caribbean and Top Gun, will head the project as it scaled into a major studio release. The project marks another significant adaptation of an online project for theaters following Iron Lung and The Backrooms.
Noah Kahan released his fourth studio album last Friday, The Great Divide, and fans have been floored at its heartbreaking authenticity. The artist announced the record back in January, and since then has been gaining massive traction in anticipation for its release. Kahan has been growing in popularity within his genre, blending his style of folk, indie, and rock, especially ever since his 2022 album, Stick Season, which topped the charts in the US and UK, and went double platinum. The Vermont native artist is known for his devastatingly raw emotion and his lyrics dealing with grief, sobriety, growing up in the middle of nowhere, and losing someone you love. The fans were more than ready to hear more along these lines, with many posting on social media about how many of the songs feel like a personal attack, the way that they can relate. Kahan told his fans that for this album, quote, the songs are the words I would say if I could. The music here is my best attempt to delve deeper into the people, places, and feelings that have made me who I am. I am grateful for all of it, for all of you, end quote. The singer-songwriter released a documentary on Netflix on April 13th titled Noah Kahan, Out of Body, that covers his mental health, processing global stardom, and going back to his hometown roots. And it's resonated with audiences all over the world. With the album already performing incredibly, with multiple songs heading up charts, it looks like Noah Kahan's impact on the world of music is just getting started.
With all the talk of musicals, I think it's time we tune in to our favorite music segment.
That's right. Here with tuning in is Josh Cook.
Thanks, guys. Summer is coming up, y'all, and it's always best to remember to stay cool. Someone who's always keeping it cool, some would say even icy this summer, is none other than Drake, with his new highly anticipated album, Iceman, which was just given an official release date. This album has been on constant rollout and was first hinted at around his infamous beef with rapper Kendrick Lamar. In 2025, Drake was releasing live streams featuring different visuals trying to show off the vibe of the album. Some notable shots from those live streams are the Pinocchios that would surround Drake, signaling that he's not done addressing other rappers, especially Kendrick, and is also being implied that people are relying on him. The rollout concluded when the ice that was being prepared in the live streams got placed in a lot in Toronto and told fans that the release date was inside. When fans broke down the ice block, the release date was shown for May 15th, 2026. Will you be giving the album a listen? We'll be lucky to get a new Drake album in the fall, but fans are scoring big now with the new Casino tour headlined by Baby Keem. Casino was the long-awaited return album from his most popular album, The Melodic Blue, which came out in 2021. Baby Keem was making one-off appearances here and there ever since 2021 by collaborating with Kendrick on their fourth song together and even making an appearance during Kendrick's GNX tour to perform Family Ties. Baby Keem's tour will span across the summer, starting mid-April and ending in June into early fall in North America, and the Europe leg will span across late summer to early fall starting in August and ending in September. The setlist features many songs from Casino and goes back to some classics like Family Ties and Orange Soda, and wraps up the show with one of the most emotional songs, No Blame. What are your top 3 on Casino? Mine personally are Birds of the Bees, Good Flirts, and Circus Circus Freestyle. To cap off this segment, let's talk about the Stack 2026 Coachella list. The festival this year took place at the Empire Polo Club in Indio, California. Weekend 1 was on April 10th to the 12th, and weekend 2 was on April 17th to the 19th. This was one of the biggest years with a reported $200 million revenue and an average of 125,000 people attending each day. Justin Bieber drove insane demand for ticket sales and becoming one of the most paid Coachella performers, making reportedly over $10 million and having one of the most covered performances with a creative blend of set lists, visuals, and guests that he brought out like SZA and Billie Eilish. Personally, I love seeing Young Thug's performance, and seeing him perform, I know it's going to be a good time, which all my NBA 2K fans will know is one of the game's theme songs. Did you catch any of the performances on TikTok? You know, assuming you didn't go to see it in person. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned in because we will be right back after this commercial break.
Do you enjoy debating Quinnipiac sports?
That's all flash, no catch. She didn't net it in the back of the net. That's not even a goal.
What are you doing pulling out Ryan?
Brady, that's like a crossover with a missed layup.
Bobcat Breakdown is the place for you, with debate, analysis, and so much more.
Matej Marinov. He is good, but oh man, is he bad.
That team is amazing. How do you not finish on women's volleyball?
Tune in to Bobcat Breakdown every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. on q30tv.com/watch.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Reporting from the Grove for Q30 News.
Reporting from the Miller Library for Q30 News.
Reporting from the Mount Carmel campus for Q30 News.
Reporting on Whitney Ave for Q30 News.
We've been seeing a lot of pop culture moments with fashion lately. Presley, have you noticed?
You know what? I have. And I think it's time we talk about it. So here with Fashion Faves this week is Sadie McCarthy.
Thanks, guys. We've got lots of looks to cover, so let's try to get them on. Olivia Rodrigo is making headlines for packing high fashion references into her latest music video for her newest single, Drop Dead. The video is packed with references and was filmed at the Palace of Versailles. This historical location inspired Rodrigo to channel a Marie Antoinette-inspired aesthetic, including bloomers and knee socks. The video also pays tribute to fashion icons such as Jane Birkin through a vintage mini dress. Stylist Chloe and Chanel Delgadillo carefully curated the looks, mixing 1970s fashion with Rodrigo's signature pastel baby doll style. Pop icon Madonna has taken to social media after a surprising wardrobe mishap at Coachella. Several vintage costume pieces worn during her recent performance have gone missing. The items, which include clothing and jewelry, were last seen being transported on a golf cart at the festival grounds. Authorities now believe the pieces may not have been stolen, but instead accidentally fell off the cart. Madonna described the items as deeply personal and tied to her career history. She has since posted online asking for the public's help in recovering the pieces and even offering a reward. The moment comes after her surprise onstage performance with Sabrina Carpenter. For now, fans are closely watching, hoping these iconic pieces of pop culture history are safely returned. Zendaya is once again redefining the red carpet style, this time by turning simple merch into high fashion. The actress stepped out during the press tour for her latest film, The Drama, wearing a graphic t-shirt created as official movie merchandise, proving even casual pieces can make a statement. She elevated the look by pairing the shirt with a lace-trimmed designer skirt and bold accessories. The outfit is a part of her ongoing collaboration with stylist Law Roach, who has styled her since 2011. By mixing different styles of clothing, Zendaya is continuing her signature method dressing approach, where her outfits reflect the theme of the project she's promoting. Fashion experts say this trend highlights a growing shift towards elevating everyday items, like graphic t-shirts, to luxury styling moments. That's all for this week's Fashion Faves. Back to you guys at the desk.
Presley, did you see that the Invincible season finale dropped?
I did, and the awaited season 4 has come to an end, and Ryan Hage is here to break it down.
Hey hashtag, this past Wednesday, the season finale of Invincible aired. So, to mark the occasion, let's look back at the season 4 as a whole and reflect on the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's get started. But first, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't seen the finale yet, you have been warned. To start things off, I feel Invincible season 4 was a nearly perfect adaptation. If anything, the season was even better than the source material, with all the new content benefiting the show. My favorite example of this is seen in the flashbacks on Viltrum. It's so fascinating to see what the planet was like before the Scourge virus, and how its culture shaped Nolan. It was also interesting to see Thrag's reaction to Emperor Argyl's death, and the chaos that pursued. All the soap opera parts of the season have truly elevated how the story is told. Episode 5 and 6 were the perfect examples of this. We were able to see the relationship of Nolan and Oliver grow within one episode, and they truly felt like a father and son that were reconnecting. My favorite character-focused drama this season was between Nolan and Debbie. I feel like this was handled 10 times better in the comics, and the reaction to seeing her husband that abandoned her was completely natural. It's also interesting seeing Mark's internal struggle in episode 8 and having daydreams of what could have happened if the Viltrumites do come to Earth. You could tell the decision he made to let the Viltrumites live on Earth destroyed him, but I think it was the right decision because he was able to save the ones he loved. But hands down, my favorite part of the season was all the action between the coalition of planets and the Viltrumite Empire. Episode 5 through 7 were everything I expected and more. Between the action scenes and the drama, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time and always wondering what would happen next. My only big critique with this season has to be the animation. I know it's been said to death, but I feel like if they were given more time, the animators could truly produce something amazing. But I would rather have yearly seasons than wait a long time from season to season. Overall, I think this is one of the best seasons Invincible had yet. And I give this 8 hashtags out of 10. That's all I have this week, and we will be back right after this commercial break.
Here at Sports Pause, we like to have balance between having fun and working hard. Sometimes that competition we cover gets into our producing.
Tune in every Monday night at 9:30 at q30tv.com/watch for all the news, highlights, and more. This is Sports Pause.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
No, I'm not gambling.
We've been hearing a lot of celebrity news lately, so let's spill the tea. Here with Hollywood News Update, joining us at the desk is Alyssa Schneider.
Thanks, guys. The Hollywood scene has been staying hot, so let's get right into it. Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber are expanding their influence beyond music and modeling. By turning themselves into full-scale business brands through events like Coachella, the couple has been able to promote their products, collaborations, and personal image all at once, blending entertainment with marketing in a way that feels natural to their audience. The Biebers are a true unicorn pairing in the attention economy, says Parisa Parmar, senior creative strategist at Agency Attachment. This strategy has proven extremely profitable, showing how modern celebrities can use their fame to build business empires rather than relying only on their original careers. However, some people question whether this level of branding takes away from their authenticity. As artists and public figures, as celebrities continue to mix their personal lives, careers, and business ventures, it becomes harder to tell where genuine self-expression ends and advertising begins. Do you think celebrities using their fame to promote business makes them more successful or does it make their public image feel less real?
I think it's a double-edged sword, right? Because when you're a celebrity, you have to balance being a brand on top of being an authentic person because no one likes a shill, right? But I think the line is whether or not the things you promote are things that you genuinely care about or if they're just things that you're doing for money.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think it makes it a lot harder for smaller brands and, lesser known maybe artists or businesses and things like that to make it in this, competitive economy and everything like that. But it is something that's just kind of inevitable in today's society and the way that people kind of brand themselves. So there's really no way of kind of stopping them from doing that.
Yeah.
But I think that they're definitely going to keep on, pushing forward that that personal brand. For sure.
Yeah, I agree. You guys definitely both make really good points. The upcoming Michael Jackson biopic is already creating a lot of buzz, as well as some controversy. The film will star his real-life nephew, Jafar Jackson, in the lead role, which many fans say adds a level of realism because of their strong resemblance. However, not everyone is convinced this is the best choice. Some people are questioning whether having a family member in the role could make the story feel biased or too carefully controlled. This is especially important because Michael Jackson's life included both incredible success and serious controversy. With members of the Jackson family involved in the production, people are wondering how honest and accurate the film will really be, even before its release. The movie is already one of the most talked about projects in entertainment. Do you think casting a family member makes a biopic more authentic, or does it risk leaving out important parts of the story?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think for something like this, Michael Jackson is just such a huge artist, so a lot of eyes are obviously on this project, and I feel like the fact that it's coming from his family specifically says a lot about how they're maybe going to control the narrative. So it's something, maybe as important, maybe an artist as controversial as he is. I feel like it's important to make sure to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I would say, the family being involved definitely does introduce some bias, like you said. But I do feel like there's this overwhelming sense of this is who Michael Jackson is, both the good and the bad, that it's hard to ignore. And I feel like if they went the route of ignoring it, they know it would backfire on them horrendously.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guys, that is all the time we have left for Hollywood News Update. But I hear there's been some Pokemon-themed activities here on campus.
Alyssa, that's right. Quinnipiac hosted the Elite Four card show, where Pokemon card trading is the main event. And here to give us the scoop is Jack Bergman.
Hey, hashtag, welcome inside the Elite Four card show. I'm Jack Bergman, and I'm going to be giving you a tour of all you need to know at this event. Let's get started.
Basically, we have vendors from everywhere. We're in all surrounding states. I networked and got everybody in here. And pretty much they have everything Pokemon related. Plushies, stickers, we have artists, we have trading cards, sealed, and everything. So pretty much anything you can think of for Pokemon, anything related to it, artists, vendors, and everything.
Right behind me is the TCG competition here at the Elite Four card show. And the way that the Pokemon trading card game works is you have a deck of 60 cards and you pick a hand of 7 and then you lay down some prize cards. And those prize cards, you lay down 6, depending on the format, either 4 or 6 eliminations of your opponent's card. That will result in your victory.
We had 16 players when we started the event, so it's 4 rounds. And then after the 4 rounds, there's only one person who's won everything. So then they win. And depending upon how you did and how your opponents did, you'll get 2nd to 5th, maybe if you get X1. And then down from there, you get standings at the end. I think it went really well. I saw that there was a lot of social media hype for it, so I had a feeling maybe it would do really well, but you never know when it's your first time how the turnout's going to be, and I'm happy that it is what it is.
The massive turnout made it an incredible event with great moments for the community.
I think the interactions, we do pack battles, and some of the interactions we get from that or from sales, we just had a kid that had his dream card, you know, it was a real $2 or $3 card, but he was so excited. I mean, how can you not love it, right? You know, it's...
Right after the interview, I made sure that I was able to do a pack battle with William myself.
Here we go with a perfect order pack battle. Drop the
So drop the live,
one to the back,
and then one to the back.
Oh no!
Oh, I think he's got me. Hold up. Wait. Okay. Potion, Clefairy, Palucha. Oh wait, I see something shiny. Judge, Volcanion, Champao, Aridos.
Oh, Lapras.
I don't know which one's more monetary value though. I think it's that one, right?
The IR, yeah. But
The
you know what? You
Raticate.
can keep that, man. That's
Oh,
yours.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Jack.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Pikachu.
Say it louder. Who?
Pikachu.
Pikachu. That's awesome. High five. Boom. The first Elite Four card show has been an incredible success, and I'd rate it personally a 10 out of 10 hashtags. I've been Jack Bergman. Now let's take a quick commercial break.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy told him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it off. Love your mind.
We are taught you don't talk about your problems with nobody because you could get in trouble. And I've been through a lot. Anxiety, depression, sexual assault. When I decided to get help, my life changed. In the mental health box, that was one of the big tools. Accepting help means that we are allowing somebody to bless our life. It's freeing. We got stronger together. Love your mind.
We couldn't possibly end this year of Hashtag That without a game, could we?
Of course not. That's why we've got Raven McBride with this week's game show.
Thanks, guys. I hope you've studied up, because tonight we are putting your movie wits to the test.
All right,
Let's go. See it. Let's do it.
All right, let's start. First up is a movie about a sister, an older sister who ruins their younger sister's chance to be on nationally televised game show.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Hold on, wait. Oh,
I'll give you a second to think, but I also can...
Wait, can I... Hunger Games.
Yes.
Oh. Well
Such
done.
a good description.
Well done.
I had to think about that.
I was thinking way too literal.
Yeah. I know, televised game show really throws you off.
I know.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
wrong.
pretty good. I love those movies.
I do too. I do. All right, next up is a...
Oh my god.
Oh,
So,
okay.
There's 3 characters, and that is a book.
Oh, that's a book.
book
Were we
being-
supposed to know that? Do we have hints for this one? Or just
Do you want a hint?
Yeah, I'll take a hint.
Burn book.
Mean Girls.
Yep. Yeah.
That's actually really good.
I haven't even seen it.
What? You haven't seen like the iconic like Santa dance?
No.
That's actually the
alas,
craziest news.
alas, I've not.
That's the craziest thing I've learned about you all year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, great movie.
Okay, moving on. The third one is a few people have very bad days that often overlap in confusing ways. One small decision ends up mattering way more than expected. Everyone seems way too calm about extremely serious situations, and it all circles back by the end. What do you guys think?
This is probably the most vague description.
Yeah, this one's tough. A few people having bad days. That's so many movies.
I can also
Oh
give
my
a
God.
hint.
Wait.
Yeah, can we
Wait,
get a hint?
okay.
Milkshake.
Milkshake.
Is it Alexander in the very horrible, terrible, very good, no bad day?
No.
Wait. Very bad, no good day. Yeah.
Second hint, 90s movie.
90s movie. Is
you
this? I'm not confident in that one, actually. Oh, no.
Can I say 10 Things I Hate About You?
No,
That
the
wasn't
answer is Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Oh.
Good movie, okay.
Wow.
Gotta study up.
I should have gotten that one. Dang.
Okay, let's see the fourth one. A group of teens starts having the same weird sleep issue where dreams feel way too real. They realize sleeping is actually not a great idea anymore.
Is this Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yes.
All right. I got one. I'm on the board. We're getting somewhere.
On the board. Let's go. It's really big.
All right, and finally, we have our fifth one. Let's take a look. If you
Okay.
guys can't...
Is it Whiplash?
No.
It's not Whiplash.
No.
Oh,
If you guys
wait.
can't tell, it's 2 men and a drum set.
Is that what, was that going to be your guess?
That was going to be my
Right?
guess with Whiplash. Oh, no. Two
Okay,
men
a
and jump-
hint, a line from the scene is, "Did you touch my drum set?"
Step Brothers?
Yes.
That was a really good drawing, I'm not going to lie. Okay.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Okay.
All right. Well done.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
All right. Oh, actually, it's not.
Well, actually, since we have time.
What was the first?
So, what was the first movie that made you fall in love with filmmaking?
Oh, man. For me, it was Blade Runner. My dad sat me down and watched the final cut because it's the best cut. Hands down, no questions. Yeah.
That is a great movie. I love that, I have to say. Really good. For me, I think one that just got me started that I love is Princess Bride. That's just such a classic, and I love it to this day. But
Awesome.
Yes.
Mine was The Maze Runner. Icon.
yes, also great. Also
Well,
really,
that's
really
all
good.
the time we have. Well, guys, I know we've been having fun, but that's all the time we have for #that. But before we go, we'd like to celebrate our 2 desk hosts, the executive producers of #that, who will be moving on from their positions as they graduate. Presley and Zoe have prepared some thoughts they'd like to share. Presley, would you like to start us off?
Sure thing. Absolutely. It's difficult to believe that we're already wrapping up #that for the year. It's been a phenomenal journey, and it's been a seminal part of my time at Quinnipiac, even for how brief that's been. Having transferred to the university in fall of 2024, I was entering here with few connections, but luckily for me, I was able to make several friends during a university-sponsored internship opportunity where I met the previous EP, one of the previous EPs of #that, Michael Katz Flynn, who encouraged me to get involved with Q30 and #that as soon as I could. Monday nights were always a joy, and the passion and the creative energy of the team was just inspiring. Arriving at the university, I didn't really have any aspirations or interest in broadcast television, but MKF and Joe Flynn very quickly showed me how much fun it really can be. I also have to thank our wonderful entertainment director, Patrick Sorbero, who approached me about applying for executive producer last spring. I remember being a little confused by it, as I had no previous experience as an associate producer for any of Q30's shows, but he encouraged me to apply nonetheless, and I'm certainly glad he did, because being an EP for this show has really been phenomenal. It's introduced me to many new friends, including Zoe, as well as our fantastic associate producers, Emily Katz, Olivia Gruber, Frank Lloyd, and Olivia Master-Marino. I could not have asked for a better team to put #that together each week. Your guys' creativity and dedication has allowed the show to truly grow and improve. Even when things get rough, you guys were able to lock in and keep the show going. And the amount of growth that you four have had over the past 2 semesters has been just truly tremendous. Of course, I have to give huge appreciations to my fellow EP Zoe, whose enthusiasm and quick thinking keeps each show feeling more refined and more exciting than the last. It's been an absolute pleasure to work side by side with you, both on #that and in our film studies. I also have to shout out Jack Bergman for supporting us each week. Your insight and feedback has been absolutely invaluable to our growth as a team. And I also want to give congratulations and well wishes to next year's #that crew, to our new EPs, Emily Katz and Olivia Gruber, pardon me. I am immensely proud of you both. I know you two will take the show to even greater heights, especially with a powerhouse group of APs like Sarah, Zach, Anthony, and Isabel to back you up. Lastly, I want to thank all of my friends and family near and abroad whose support has enabled me to be here. To my Capstone group, Josh, Marjay, Grace, Lindsay, and Michael, thank you all for being the most amazing group of filmmakers I've ever had the opportunity to work with. To my friends Max and Theo, you two made getting my associate's degree in Florida so much more bearable. And to all my friends back in Chicagoland, thank you for being there for me and giving me a community to be a part of. And of course, a massive thank you to my family, whose tireless dedication and love have pushed me further than I ever imagined I would go. This past year has shown me just how much I've progressed in life, and it's given me the confidence to face the future with a smile.
I'm so proud to say that being a part of this show has become one of the greatest joys of my life. It feels like yesterday when I first walked into the media suite, having no idea how any of this worked and learning from all the big kids on how to run a show. So it absolutely blows my mind to say that my time here is coming to an end. Ever since starting here at Quinnipiac, all I've ever known is Q30. The first I'd ever heard of our show was when a young Alex Kendall told me, hey, you should come to #that. And since then, the rest was history. Those were the days of Liz Ippolito, shout out to the Benga bus, and boy, did Alex and Liz know how to run a media suite. They taught me how to write my readers, encouraged me to go on air, and gave me a love of coming to the show. So Alex and Liz, thank you for introducing me to #that and making it such a warm place to be. I'd also like to give a shout out to Joe and MKF, aka the Flintstones. You two came in last year and took over the show in stride. You brought such great energy to the show and made me want to be an EP. Thank you for making Monday my favorite day of the week. To Sam, Liam, and Aaron, thank you for always making me laugh. To Patrick and Jack, thank you for your dedication to our success. As soon as we started this year, you pushed us to succeed and recognized our passion and everything we tried. Thank you for celebrating our wins and always believing in the team. And to my lovely APs, Liv, Frank, Gruber, and Emily, thank you all so much for being a part of the team. I've watched each and every one of you grow so much, and I'm so glad to have you by my side. And last but not least, my partner in crime, Presley. Thank you for everything you do. From barely knowing you to now, with you constantly putting up with all of us calling you old, you really do take it in stride, and we've come so far, especially now knowing how much you also love Dolly Parton. You also work so hard for the show, and you've truly made it such a welcoming place. I'm so glad to call you my EP. As for next year's staff, Gruber and Emily, I couldn't be prouder of you. I'm so excited to see you lead the show. Sarah, Isabel, Zach, and Anthony, I can't wait to see you reign in a new era. #that is definitely in good hands. And finally, to the friends who make it all worthwhile, Maya and Nikki, Jalen and Sky, thank you for always making me smile. To my sister Annabelle, for knowing me like no one else does and loving me anyway. And to my mom and dad, who are watching from home right now, thank you for always believing in me. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you. So throughout all the obstacles, from the broken IFBs to the non-stop noise from Starbucks upstairs, I wouldn't change it for the world. This show will always have a place in my heart. I can't wait to see what's next for #that, so to everyone who's made it such a lovely place to be, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It truly means the world.
And with that, that's all the time we have for this year on #that.
Make sure to follow us on our social media accounts to stay up to date. I'm Zoe Matzo.
And I'm Presley Schmidt. From the producers, talent, and everyone working hard behind the scenes, thank you for watching #that, and we see you again next semester.